Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a Certified Zentangle Teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Innovation from Debbi Minero. All right, we had so much fun with this on our Tangle Time session. And it's it's essentially a fragment, and I'm going to show you that, and then I'll show you what you can do with it. So this is going to be probably a quick quickie. All right, so like it would fit in a grid. So let's make that. One box of the grid. And if you don't know, the idea of fragments and reticula comes from the Zentangle Primer, Volume 1. I hope there's a Volume 2 someday. And in it, they have designated a lot of numbers of fragment suggestions. But there's a lot of tangles out there that I would say fit in a fragment. And the idea is we turn the fragment around, after we've, in each box, whichever way you want, and it creates meta patterns from the way, you twist and turn it. And it's just a really, really neat idea. All right. And let's see. So this one, and it doesn't matter which corner, but we're going to draw a C-shaped curve line. And I'm going to have it going diagonal here, but bending up towards that. So that's step one. On the smaller side, right, where the curve is up, from this corner, we're going to put another C-shaped curve line and then another one going the other direction. And then down here in the empty corner, I'm just going to put a curve line. Okay, so that is the fragment. Now, all of these places that you can play with. And so let me show you. Like I said, this is going to be a quick quickie because, let's start with the evening. Now, you could just do it like this, and then this piece, does it have to stay that way? No, you can, bring another one around and make it a seed shape with, little, bits coming out, or you could just make a seed shape there. Like I said, you can put, tangles in any of the sections, shade it however you like. And you could just, did I say? I don't remember. I was so excited. I'm looking at what I'm going to share. You could just do this as like a feature tangle or something if you wanted to, and leave it at that, and still decorate it however you want. Okay, so this is the base. This is from my AM session, and I decided, let me back up for a minute. Do take a look at the For More Inspiration link so you can see all of the wonderful suggestions that Debbi has on the step out. And this was one, except I added the fancy fescue because I like fancy fescue. Yeah, but so we end up with a seed shape down here. The fun is you can do whatever you want. So this one, let's see. Yeah, I wanted them all to go towards the center. So this is a 4-square grid. And so this is the direction here. And that's one thing that I think is fun, is to take it and then rotate it 90 degrees. And then, here, this is better yet. Do it here. So that way, then when I'm turning the tile, this is what it looks like, right? So it's, everything is pointing towards the center, but, turn the tile, do it again, turn the tile, do it again, and it's neat. You can also do it the other way. You could also do some other combination. On one of Deb's samples, she has one coming this way and this way. So kind of mirroring it. Okay. just really, really neat. And like I said, you know, the decorating, adding shading, I decided to put a grid in here. And interesting how, because I went, actually, I wasn't even really trying to go smaller as I got up to the top, but because I had these 3 lines, I did those first, and I'm like, that, you know, I need something else. So then I added the other lines in there. Okay. And then added a bunch of, you know, bleed-proof white in here, just to make it look juicy. So that's that one. All right. Then we did this one. So this one I did, it's a 16 square grid. So these two sets of 4 are the same, and they're basically this. Then I wanted to do it the other way, the other direction. So having all of, I don't know, the little triangles pointing to the outside. So that's how it ended up looking like this. And then what's neat, and here's the meta patterns, is, you know, like this shape in here. And, you know, well, if I made it bigger, we'd have a lot more of this shape. Because here you can see this is kind of half, a quarter, half. So that is the fun you can have with fragments. So honestly, any grid pattern that you do, you take one grid, and depending on the pattern, because let's see, this would be, thinking, Rick had these categories. Is it a category 4? Maybe no. Well, kind of, because this just curving this way could be, meaning that each, you get a different pattern, you know, depending on the number of sides. There are some that it might be, like for instance, without this. No, I think still, I don't know. I have to go back and look at my notes. But sometimes where there's the pattern, you can really only turn it 2 ways, say, and that would be a category 2 to get something different, right? Yeah, it's just a really, really neat concept, and we had so much fun with this. One thing I love about Debbi's patterns are that, you know, she leaves a lot of room for us to play, and that's just really, really neat. And they are generally easy to do. And that way you can just have fun with your creativity and your imagination in how you want to decorate them. Yeah, just really, really cool. All right, so with that, that is it. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. In the description section, links to the step outs, and below that is my link tree. And if you would like to partake in such fun as this, we would love to have you come and join us. This is the Tangle Time class. It's on Thursdays. I do 2 sessions, as you see, 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. Sometimes I want to switch it, and that's not right. And that's Eastern time in Michigan. So on my link tree, you don't have to scroll too far down. You'll see it says class posts on Facebook and then class posts on Eventbrite. So if you happen to not be on Facebook, then, you know, use Eventbrite. There's no membership fee or anything like that to you for that. I don't know if you're not familiar with Eventbrite. It's just a nice place where you can find things to do. So you can do that. Follow me on those platforms, and then you'll see when I post classes, and then you can sign up for them right there, see them in your time zone, and it's all good. I do have lists on my website, and that link is also on the link tree. And then because on Tuesday we do the only free one on Tuesday is Tough Tangle Tuesday, and that's the 3rd Tuesday of the month. All of the other ones are paid classes that have a fee or are exclusive to my subscription club members. Information for that is in the link tree also. And then on my website, you can see the range of classes that we do. You can always buy the replays. I do have them listed. You just have to scroll down a bit. And it's almost like you're there. Let's see what else. We have, last thing, a Tangle Addicts community on Facebook. So if you happen to be on Facebook and want to join us there, find that link, click it, answer the 4 questions, and then as soon as I see it, we'll let you in. All right. Such a beautiful tangle. You know, you think, oh, from just this, this is what you can do. And more, because your imagination is going to be, you know, more amazing. And yeah, way too much fun. All right. So thank you again so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.